Welcome everybody. I am so happy that you are here and you are in the right place for wellness entrepreneurs to grow their workshops or grow their business with workshops. So today we're going to be talking about how to create a foolproof marketing plan to fill your group programs. So this is to fill it, how we can do it quickly and easily. So whether you are just starting out as a health coach and just doing your first group program, or maybe you've been doing this for a while, but you want to increase your signups, then this training is for you. So grab a pen, paper, maybe even a calendar. So let's just get started. So I see a lot of mistakes with health coaches in the planning of the promotions of the group programs. So when we come to it, we think about, okay, first of all, these are the dates I'm going to have for my program. And we tend to focus on just those dates. But we need to be thinking about the month or 2 months before that date actually happens. So a key element in having a successful launch is the planning so that your ideal client already knows you, right? We want to have it be an easy yes, so then they can sign up for your amazing program. But you might need to take your new client, this new person on your list, on a journey so that they get to know you and like you and trust you. So I do have a little scratchy throat today, so I apologize if I cough a little bit. But in this episode, you're going to learn all about how to create the foolproof marketing plan to fill your coaching program. So if we haven't met yet, hello, I'm Lori Kampa. So I'm a working certified integrated nutrition health coach. I'm a wellness educator and yoga instructor. And I also train health coaches to make their purpose of helping other people stronger than that fear of going out and putting yourselves out there. So we have a profitable wellness business. So you are in the right spot here. And all these episodes are recorded. So if you missed part of it, if you want to see it again, you can come to my podcast, Health Coaching Biz Made Easy, at workshopsdone.com/podcast to tune into past live training or just to listen to this one again. So I'm going to get right down to the topic because we have a lot of information and these are like full to the focus right here, quick training. So right, the first thing that we might want to do, we want to think about those dates, right? But, we want to schedule ahead of time, get that timing down that's critical for a group program. So then we can craft the successful launch calendar, maybe even putting a wellness workshop in it. So you may have like a group detox, or like Leah said early on, she has a spring reboot. Diane has a sugar program coming up. So this launch, it's a process, right? And a launch is a strategy. It's basically just a series of planned and intentional steps that you take to get your course or your group program, or maybe just promoting your individual coaching in front of your ideal clients. So just as we have a plan when we plan our meals for the week and we shop and we prep, it's the same type of thing. We plan for the business of when we're going to do it. So when we plan in advance, we know exactly what to do and what day we're going to do it. And we've been thoughtful and intentional about that. So a real successful launch strategy is going to help convert the list you already have into paying clients because they have gotten to know you, right? You're building that relationship with them. Also, every launch, it's a great way to build your email list as well. So it's critical for the success that we schedule ahead of time. So the perfect timing of your program, really, we need to think about holidays, when you're going to be on vacation, right? There's so many other things that it's not just about the date of the program, it's about the date of your promotion. And I have been in your shoes. I've been running group programs since January of 2016, and I felt a lot of stress in my first launches. And I look back in that and I think, I could have planned that so much more effectively, to be more mindful and also to be more successful. So sometimes I just have to breathe with my hands on my heart and just remember why I'm doing this, right? So preparing ahead of time is critical, and you're here to learn and to grow. So some of the things I'm going to talk about today, you're going to go, oh my gosh, that seems like so much. You don't have to go for perfect. When you start out, do like 50% of a launch, and then I think about it as you do it, you learn, and then the next time you're going to repeat it, but you're going to refine it and make it a little bit better. And then you're going to go again, and you're just going to keep doing that until you feel that you are comfortable with your promotion. So for this purpose of this direct training, the first step is going to be to plan your group program dates and then backtrack on your calendar of how the promotional dates look. Then you can see if those dates are going to work. But if you haven't already defined, who your ideal client is, make sure to look back at one of my past trainings. If you haven't identified, what problem you solve for your clients yet, and so you don't know what to name your program or name your course or name your workshops, go back to some of my training because we really need to have a program, right? A group program that aligns with the needs, right? The problem you're solving of your ideal client, right? So those are things that if you haven't done those, do those. But for today's purpose, we're going to be really talking about more of the planning. So I'm going to give you some examples, and it may help you to look at a calendar to visualize some different dates that I'll be discussing, because I just planned out my July cleanse. So I'm going to be sharing that with you. And in the past, so this year I ran my group program in January and March, and then this next one will be July 11th. But for January, what's so hard is that I always want to do it that first week of January, right? But my clients are the busy moms, and they are so strapped with Christmas and having their kids home for the holidays, for Christmas break. They are not going to get my messaging, right? My promotional messaging if I run it the first week of January, because promotions would be around, Christmas and New Year's and different things like that. So I always do mine in middle of January or the end of January so that they can hear my promotional messages. So that's an example of looking at the holidays and really what are your clients doing during that promotional time. And if you're just tuning in, let me know in the comments, whether it's Facebook or on our live Zoom call, do you have a group program and what are the dates or the season that you're thinking of? So, if you do a January cleanse, especially that first week of January, then you're going to want to plan a much longer time frame, because you're not going to want to be giving webinars or doing challenges the week of the Christmas and family gatherings or Thanksgiving or anything that your market would be doing. So my summer cleanse is going to be July 11th to the 20th. So we do it for 10 days. Then we reintroduce the food systematically. So it really goes till about the 30th of July. So I'm going on vacation right after that time. So I also am looking at the calendar of my personal life. Where can I make this happen? So actually, maybe I could just share my screen here. I'm just going to share a little bit. And if you're listening on the podcast, it's all great because you will be able to hear everything that I'm saying as well. So when we're looking at our schedules, I like to put this in a Google Doc, but so I want to have like all these different things ready before I even launch. So I want to have a simple landing page set up for any promotions, whether it's a challenge or a workshop, have everything ready, have all my emails ready, different things like that. But again, I like to backtrack it. So when we think about the cleanse, so mine is July 11th to the July 11th through July 20th, then I want to backtrack and go, okay, so I'm going to be really kicking it off July 8th, right? That's when people are going to be coming into my group. So I'm going to want to have my cart close or the early bird close Thursday, July 7th. And I'm doing this around July 4th. And a lot of my clients are going to be taking vacations over that long weekend. So it's a little risky. So typically I will do 7 days between cart open and cart close. But for this one, because it's over a holiday, I am doing a full 10 days of sales. So think about what works best for you if you like to have 7 days or 10 days, but we need to have at least 7 days that you're actively selling the program. So then you want to backtrack from there. When I have my cart open, I like to open with a workshop. So then if you're giving workshops with that, which I highly recommend, I don't think anything should be promoted without giving a workshop first. Because if they don't know you well enough, they need to get to know you, like you, trust you. The best way is for you to teach them something of value, so that they say, oh my goodness, I had so many aha moments. I want to work with this person and I want to go deeper. So I always like to give 2 or 3 workshops. Now for this one, I'm only going to give 2 because I'm June 28th in the evening and June 29th in the afternoon. The reason why I'm not doing 3 is because I normally would do a Saturday one, but that would be July 4th weekend, right? So again, we need to adjust with what the holidays are going on and what you think your ideal clients are doing. Now, I don't have my exact title yet for my webinar that I'm giving in June, but I wanted to have the dates laid out so that I know, okay, Tuesday, June 21st is actually when I'm going to be sending my first email to promote my webinar. So this is when it starts, right? We start June 21st with the promotion of an email saying, this is my webinar is coming up. I'm going to be sending 4 to 5 emails to promote my webinar. Then the webinar happens. That's when you also open the cart for the program. So that first 7 to 10 days, you're going to just want to promote your webinar. You don't even talk about your program. So I like to do 7 days for promotion. Some people suggest 10 days, but I feel like sometimes you'll forget that they signed up for my webinar. So I really like to do more 7 days. Then after your webinars, then you're promoting the program. And so you're guiding them through this program. Now, before I even invite them to my webinar, I want to grow my list. I want to nurture that list. So really that 30 days before, so May 21st to June 21st, heavily have a plan. What are you promoting? What are you doing? Are you going live every week in your Facebook group? Are you having lead magnets to put something new out to increase your email list, to put things out just to your established list, right? So that is what I like to do. I also try to have more public workshops in my community, things that I get paid for. So I can say, yeah, and next month I'm going to be giving another workshop, or I have this program coming up, right? So having as many opportunities like that you can have before you actually promote. So yeah, so Sharon is saying, yes, my next group program is the summer reset and it will be in July. Thinking July 18th. Oh, I love that date of July 18th. And Sharon, I actually think that July 18th is a better date than what I have chosen. But because I'm going on a 9-day vacation, I needed to do it a week earlier so I would be able to be finished with doing the whole program before my vacation, so I can take a true vacation. But I love the date of July 18th. So for Sharon, and I'm just going to look over at my calendar for just a minute. So Sharon, for July 18th, if you start the program, then you might be doing like a pre-cleanse training call or something to welcome the group, either July 14th, 15th, or 16th, right? So you're going to want to have your cart close on either July 13th or 14th. And whenever I say cart close, that's really the early bird, because rarely do people buy after the early bird discount. Now, my last one in March, I had 3 people buy. So my program is $177. Without the early bird, it was $197. So it wasn't a huge difference, but just know that most of your people are going to buy with that early bird for that. So if that's the 14th or the 13th, then this is going to be the tricky part now. You're going to be doing your webinars the week of July 4th, right? So your webinars would probably be July 6th, 7th, and 9th. Those would be those 3 dates. So you're going to be promoting your webinars during that July 4th week. So for example, what I just said, I would not do a 10-day promotion of my webinars. But for you, I think you do need a full 10 days, because that weekend of July 4th, a lot of people may not be paying attention to emails and social media and things that are coming about. So if you do your first webinar on July 6th, then you're going to want to start promoting it really like July, or let's see, June, 23rd. I mean, you're going to do it a lot earlier and have more time for that. So let me know if this is making sense. And in my program, Workshops Done Academy, I'm able to give lots of different graphics so you can really see and understand what it all looks like. But basically, you want to build your email list and nurture your group before you start your webinar promotion. Then you promote your webinar. Then you give your webinar or webinars. You send out the replay, you announce that the program is open, and then you promote the program, right? So it is about at least a month, if not more, of promotions that you can go ahead and to do. So let me just go in here. Yeah, so I'm hearing like, yes, this makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, great. Yeah, so when we want to do that, just always looking at the calendar, because Sharon, did you notice that your webinar promotion would be over July 4th, right? Sometimes we don't think about that. Yesterday, I met with some coaches that they said, this is our program date, you know, we're sticking with it because this is what works with their schedule. Well, then we realized that their promotion of their webinar would be during the first week of school. And their ICA, their ideal client, they're moms of school age kids, and they are teachers as well. And they said, oh my gosh, we never even thought about the promotion of the webinar. We were just thinking about the promotion of the program. And so everything had to get backed out by a week because they want the frazzled moms. So they want to be promoting that second week of when school is in, when they're actually like, they're stressed, but they're actually being able to see their computer, actually being able to go on that and look for something. So we really need to plan that out. And I see this mistake over and over again, that people say, how do these dates look for the program? It's more importantly, how do the dates look before for you to promote your program, right? So what are you going to be doing for list building? What kind of freebie do you have? I'm working on a new freebie right now with 15 self-care tips. That's like 24 pages of an ebook I'm really excited about. But I also have another one that just gives 7 sample recipes from my Whole Foods cleanse that I'm promoting. And so people love downloading free recipes. I already had them, right? It was pretty easy for me to do. And then the last page talks about my cleanse. Now, in between my group cleanses, I like to just have my cleanse, my programs out there in case anybody wants to have it as an individual. So if they want to come on to my, let me just see if I can find it here. So if they want to have my 10-day Whole Foods cleanse, they can choose the dates that work for them. They go through all of my information. My cleanse is set up with recorded videos, and then they would get an individual or 2 individual coaching sessions. So it depends on which program, which link that they go through. So, but also my last masterclass is still on my website, and it's just instant access, but I'm still getting their name and their email so that if they want to come in and do the individual one, yeah, my March dates have long passed, right? But all the information is still there. But I'm going to have this page actually updated with my new dates. My date is like by June 8th, I want this to be promoting my July one. And I'm not going to be actively sending anybody there, but I want to have it ready so that if somebody wants to do my next group, it's going to be ready to do that. And I do the same thing with Workshops Done Academy, that I don't have a group program going right now, but somebody can come in if you are looking to get done for you workshops and grow your business this way and get all the information about exactly when to do your marketing and how to do that. That will all come with all this recorded information in the course. And then you get 2 coaching sessions with me instead of doing the group coaching. But module 4 is all about that marketing your workshops made easy. So you know how to market it, how to fill them up, because we want to have something full. So if you're interested in Workshops Done Academy, it's workshopsdone.com/program. And if you use the coupon code self-study, you're going to get $250 off just during this time. So thinking about that, when you have a group program, You can be promoting that. Some people say, oh, make it like, scarce, that they only can get it for certain times. And I do believe in that concept as well. But if you have people that are ready at different times and you know that they just want to do your cleanse right now, maybe there would be something that's available. So Sharon is just saying, right now my emails are sending people to the seasonal wait list for my resets. Oh, I love that. That's wonderful. I love that. Yeah. And yeah, good thinking. Yes. And then Diane says, when you keep the landing pages up, do you say something like dates to be determined? Yeah, Diane, I could do that very soon. Right now, I'm just promoting it for individuals to do it. So when they come in, the automatic email, the first lesson, everything is about choose your dates. This is how you go about doing it. So I won't do it quite yet because I won't get anybody right now to sign up for July, right? But you can definitely just say, they're going to be coming this summer, right? Or coming this fall, whatever it is. Yeah. And then Sharon is just saying, yeah, she's thinking about doing her class before July 4th, like Tuesday, June 28th. Yeah. And Sharon, what do you think about doing a promotional webinar June 28th and then one maybe even after July 4th? I'm not sure how, but I think it needs to be thoughtful about what you're going to be doing. So I love that you're thinking it through and going out there. And then we have to think about, obviously, during our program, the different live calls that we have, right? So there's different, for me, I do 3 live coaching calls in my program. So I need a plan for those dates as well. One thing that is, if you're multitasking right now, come back to me, because I have found this golden nugget this last year. And that is, I used to say to everybody, you get a free 30-minute session with me. Now I'm using the same thing, but I'm saying your package, your detox comes, part of your program is that you have this 30-minute one-on-one with me. And then I give them certain dates that they can only book it. And these dates are about 3 weeks after they're done with the cleanse. So if we do this free call right after the cleanse, they're like flying high, they've got it, right? They're like, I can do this on my own. 2 to 3 weeks later, it's a whole nother story. And when I tell them that it's part of the package that they paid for, they are so much more likely to sign up and get this, take advantage of this, instead of saying, oh, you all get this free gift from me, right? So it's a different mindset of them doing it. But what has been the best thing for me is I'm on a wait list right now with health coaching clients, because I've had so many people from my last cleanse that hired me. And that's a really good problem to have. So just as a little tidbit, if you would like to do that. So plan your promotion for your webinar, your masterclass. I like to call it a masterclass. And see, when you plan the dates for their masterclasses, what are the times that your ideal clients may show up? And if you're not sure, maybe do a poll in your Facebook group, ask a few people. Typically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays get the most people, but a lot of us, we are going to be working with people who are going to be watching the webinars after they're done with work, right? So it's going to be different for about everybody. But I also have learned that the harder I work at launches does not, like the more effort I put in, does not always translate into more results. It's really about working smarter and using your intuition and talking from the heart. Done for you programs and wellness workshops are an an excellent example of that, right? So in Workshops Done Academy, it lays out step by step, so you know exactly what to do and when. So you're not wasting any time, and you have templates and you're done for you workshops that you know have worked. So think about how to do things smarter to get proven results instead of going the hard way, right? So I bought a done for you program for my cleanse. And then over the years, I've evolved it into something else that we journal every day, and it's 10 days, and it's just amazing. But what I don't want to see from anybody is inaction. because that's not going to move you forward. Moving forward is doing even just a little launch and learning from that. And then the next time refining, repeating again. And if we haven't met yet, I would love to meet with you. And we have a free session for if you want to see if Workshops Done Academy is right for you. So you can go to lorikampa.biz/free session to sign up for that free session. So it's lorikampa.biz/free session. And we can see if Workshops Done Academy is a good fit for you. And right now you get 2 free bonus coaching sessions with me and that $250 off with the code self-study at workshopsdone.com/program. So I hope that you have all enjoyed today's training and that you have learned something new. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Yeah, Sharon just said, I love the call idea at 3 weeks. Yeah, and I actually, Sharon, put it down as like as an event, right? So I'll say, schedule your coaching session. So and then the last group call I make, because of my scheduler, you can schedule about 3 weeks out. And so I'll say, okay, everybody now, grab this link, make sure something's on your calendar for these dates. So what's nice is that I'm doing the whole group. Then I'm taking my long summer vacation. It's actually 2 different family vacations, but they're back to back. And then I'll have all of my coaching calls. So it works out really nice with vacations over the summer and different things like that. But yeah, it has been very magical. And Sharon, when I do those 30-minute calls, just to let you know, I start them out and I just say to them, like, these 30-minute calls, they're different for everybody, but I really try to give them the most value for their time. So I asked them right away, like, what are the main concerns that you want to discuss? And we actually do a coaching session for the first 15 minutes. So when they say, oh, I started to eat these sweets again, I started to drink wine again, whatever it is, and then we really talk about things so that they get an idea of what health coaching feels like. And then if I feel like we're aligned, and I don't say this to everybody, but I'll say, do you want to hear about my coaching packages? Is that something that you're interested in? And then when they say yes, it's like, okay. And my packages are 4, 8, or 12 sessions. And I'm always honest, like, because you just did my cleanse and I feel like you really understand this or that, I think 4 sessions would be fine. I think this is what do you think? How many sessions do you think work for you? So you're not answering with a yes or no, they're saying 4 or 8 or 12, right? So we need to think about how we say things so that we help them to sign up for health coaching so that they can improve their life. So thank you all so much for being here today. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Again, for more information on Workshops Done Academy, go to workshopsdone.com/program and you can get all the information, and I will see you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day.